Hi, and thank you for allowing us to send you this video. My name is Alex, and I'm going to be showing you a few tips on how by improving your website, you can get more exposure on Google, outrank your competition, and of course, get more customers. So let's start here. Have your website pulled up, and one of the things that I have to strongly recommend is to add more relevant content. And when I say content, I'm not just talking about the images, the icons. I'm talking more about the text that involves everything in your website. Why is that so important? Because Google, when they analyze websites, they read through that content. So when they read through that content, they're looking for valuable information, relevant information. And if you're going to be including those keywords into that text, into that information, the chances for getting noticed in Google are going to increase. Now, this applies for the whole website, but specifically on the home page, because this is where you want most of the content to have, right? Um, that being said, if I go and take a look on the back end of the website, so I can pull out the data and see why you're being found for, I use this tool called Ahrefs. I can see that you're being found for 144 keywords and you have 364 backlinks. Now, what are backlinks? Backlinks are other sites that are mentioned in your website, and this will give you power so you can be found on Google. Think about it like a popularity contest, right? The more people you get to talk about you in a positive way, the more you're going to become relevant, the more you're going to stay relevant. Same concept applies here with the difference that not all links are created equal. So you can have hundreds and dozens of links, but if they're not powerful, if they're not relevant, and if they're not targeting the keyword that you need to be found for, you're not going to see the result that you might be expecting. So let's take a look and see the keywords that you're being found for really quick. And for example, this one, plumbing, Lodi, NJ. There's 50 searches a month, but you're ranking on the 8th position, the first page, but you're only getting 2 visits to your website, especially here to this specific sub page that you guys created. TNX, same thing, 80 searches a month, and you're almost on the second, you're actually on the second page, so you're not getting any visits there, but you can see that there's people looking for those services. Let's keep going. I see that you have a lot of pages, but nothing relevant. You keep losing positions here. Plumbers, Belleville, NJ, 50 searches, and you're on the second page. You're not getting any traffic to your website. Let's see. This one I was looking at just right before. 30 searches a month, and you keep losing position. You're not getting any traffic for that. So that's because the content that you have is not that powerful. You don't have that much content, and these links are not really helping you. So that means that these links probably are not really good quality. And we can see that here. If we go on Google and do a search for plumbers and Ridgewood NJ, the first thing you're going to know is this is sponsored by Google. Then you have the map section, and if you have your profile optimized with images, with content, if you have reviews and you have been interacting with those reviews, responding to the reviews or responding to phone calls, messages, quotes that people request sometimes because your GMB profile will give you that option. Google likes to see that interaction and you're going to start climbing those positions, but you need to be your physical location, regardless if you have an office or not, or a place to work. If it's not close to Bridgewood, you're not going to be here. So you might be your best option here will be to start targeting your local city that you are located. But anyway, this is very good to be at. Again, regardless of your location, you can target this location and start try to appear in this map section. But moving on, we have the organic results. On number one, we got Yelp, which is a big directory. Then we have these guys on number two. And just for your reference, 70% of the people that do a Google search, they only go for the top 3 of the map section and the top 3 here. So that means that they don't scroll down all the way to the end of the page and even go to the second or third page. So you are missing a lot of opportunities here. And let's take a look and see why these guys are ranking number 2 and what would you need to start competing with these guys. So they have a dedicated page for this specific area, and you can see that they have a lot of content here, right? They have all this content, and that's what is helping them. Because if we look on the back end of their website, you can see that there's not that much that they've been doing that, and they're only being found for 5 keywords. So that means that the content that they have is really relevant, and that is helping them because you can see here 50 searches a month. Because of ranking number 2, they're getting 7 visits, right? So that's something that you might want to take into consideration. Now, if you want to see the overall of this website, let's see, let's just delete the whole thing and actually analyze the whole thing. So there you go. You can see that they're being found for 519 keywords, and they have 3,000 packets. But you can see that these are not really good quality because the rating is not that high, but still they're doing just enough for them to be very popular, if that makes sense. And let's take a look and see the keywords that the whole website is being found for. So New Jersey plumbing, there's 1,100 searches a month, and they're ranking on the 12th position. And even though they're ranking the second page, they're getting 17 visits straight to their website. This is another series that you might be interested in considering. Right here, Mahwah, New Jersey, 80 searches a month because they're ranking number 40, getting another 7. So you can do the math here, 17 and 7, 24, and another 7 here. So they're getting a lot of traffic to their website, and that could be you. That you can take advantage of all this information and start ranking for those keywords that are working, and see if you can target rank for those keywords. So you get the idea now. Now, I don't want to take too much of the time, so to wrap this up really quick, what you need is relevant content, especially the words over here. All the text, it needs to be original. It needs to include the keyword that you want to be found for. The keywords need to be placed in specific areas so Google understands that you are doing plumbing for specific areas, right? Or HVAC or anything that you have here as a service, right? And if you're going to be paying for links, because that's the way that you can power up your website, these links need to be good quality and they need to target the keywords that you need to be found for. Once again, my name is Alex. I hope you find this information useful. If you have any questions, please let us know, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.